You know, if you do a Google image search of you, one of the first images that comes up is you getting your thighs waxed. And then there's another image of you getting waterboarded and looking very, very unhappy about doing that.
That was a shaker. Waterboarding is death because people say waterboarding simulates the feeling of being drowned. No, it doesn't. You are being drowned, but slowly. Your whole system is conditioned to resist by every means it can. Everything in you sort of bursts into a shout, yell.
Sure. And when you were doing it, it was for a story, so you were pretty sure they weren't going to kill you. Accidentally.
I was fairly sure they weren't going to do that, but it was rather worrying to have to sign the indemnity. So I found the professionals who were willing to do it. It's illegal on American soil, but that wasn't the only concern. They said, you have to understand that even playing around with this, you can have a stroke, a heart attack, permanent physical, mental damage.
So there was a bit of fear there that you might have a heart
having
attack.
to read that through and sign 3 copies of it, and knowing it was coming in a couple of days, that did kind of prey on the mind, yes.
Sure.
And then I had, after it was over, I don't get nightmares, usually, at all, but I did, for a long time, feel that I was being smothered.
Really?
I have to force myself to wake up, Very bad dreams and constant interruption of sleep, and if anything, just even a bit of a sheet was over my face, I would feel I was being assaulted. But for about 6 months, it was very nasty. I had to take sleeping pills.
Now, have you ever had any nightmares about getting your thighs waxed or your ass crack waxed?
No, but the thing, what I can tell people who might be thinking of doing it is this.
Yeah.
It's why it's worse for men than for women.
Why is that?
Because in order to rip, you have to grip. I'm not going to draw you a picture.
I think
it's unbelievably painful.
I heard, I can only imagine.
It's unbelievably painful. It goes on for a very long time.
Because the skin is not taut down
Especially if, like me, you're covered in fur.
Yeah. Well, I see in a lot of pictures in the book that you're very proud of the chest pelt. You get the chest pelt out there.
Well, I couldn't very well conceal it. I don't say I'm proud of it, but there it is.
Well, there is an option of whether or not you unbutton this button or leave it buttoned.
It's a pelt a man could be proud of, yes.
What did he say? Back crack and
sack.
And sack.
Yeah, that's the vulgarism for it.
Yeah.
And I went to the original Brazil sisters, the ones who pioneered. I mean, there are guys who do it regularly. I just don't understand this at all.
It's vanity?
I don't know. Yes, but of a very peculiar kind. Well, apparently there is. Shall we do this, really?
Sure.
There's one strong reason.
We can go highbrow, lowbrow here.
If you want to make a porn film, it makes everything look more. There's more profile.
Sure.
Makes things look larger.
You seem to be a man who's very motivated by sensual pleasure, by drinking, by getting out there, doing things, being out there. Hasn't it been only 2 marriages? It's
true that journalism, especially journalism that involves travel, is historically well known to be bad for marriage. Yeah, it is, and it may attract the sort of men who aren't particularly brilliant at marriage anyway. For all I know.
But you've been fairly successful at it.
The journalism.
And the marriage.
I've been lucky, I think. Women have been very kind to me.
You stress that a lot in this book. Women have nurtured you quite a bit.
I can't believe how generous these people are. What do they see in us, do you think?
I don't know. We're useless. Sometimes.
Well, they're very forgiving, is all I can tell you.
Yeah. You just got to find the forgiving,
the
right
sure
forgiving
do. The indulgent type.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the things I think is so interesting about you is that when I was reading God Is Not Great, how well versed you are in the Bible. You almost, it seems like you know chapter and verse almost like the back of your hand.
No, that's too kind, but I'm sometimes grateful that I was made to attend a church every day when I was at school. In England, my country of birth, it's a legal requirement. Schools have to bring you into the chapel and make you attend. And you're also supposed to study the Bible in school. And when I was young anyway, it was taught as revealed truth. So I got to know it quite well. So they made a mistake doing that to me. I quite enjoyed it, I must say.
You think they did it?
Some people find it horrible to have to do it. I liked it. It's a great literary effort, I think, better than most people know.
Did you say your favorite, one of your favorite parts of the Bible is the water into wine?
Well, it's the most useful of the miracles.